Vinny.
Every time.
I'm on the edge.
Every time. David Young versus AJ Styles for the X Division title.
It's a good match.
It was a good match. David Young is a athletically talented fellow who is just an absolute complete black hole of charisma. Like, there's a point here, they put over Spinebuster the entire match, and like 10 minutes in, 8.5 minutes, but 6 minutes in, he finally hits the Spinebuster, and AJ kicks at it too, and David Young has zero reaction, absolutely zero reaction.
Well, you see, Vinny, he had a multitude of Spinebusters.
I see.
So he doesn't pin a man with one, he's got another. The thing I got out of this match was AJ was doing so much stuff.
Yes.
And it was probably criticized to a degree at the time. But, you know, when you're AJ Styles' size, like, you got to do that kind of stuff to get over. And there were many guys that did do that and didn't end up getting over. But here we are 21 years later. He's a gigantic star. And he doesn't need to work that style anymore. But that's what he had to do at that time to try to get his foot in the door and get over. And it's funny to watch it now because like he's like 1,000 times better as a worker now than he was back then. But, you know, he was more athletic and he's doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But, man, he's just fucking nailing dudes. And he hit a clothesline, looked like he killed the guy. And then he does the spiral tap at the end.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm going to jump and spin and, like, cover everything sensitive up on your body because I don't know where I'm going to fucking land and you don't either. and that was a finish. Yeah. But it was fun to watch a young AJ Styles. But, man, you know, he was just doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and it was just nutty.
I think
just moves.
I think he still does it every once in a while, but he used to do this arm drag where he would grab the guy and almost spin around them like a whole like a head scissors or something and spin all the way around him and then whip him down. That was completely awesome.
Bobcat continues to suck. She spent the entire time not only on the phone, but asking the crowd to keep it down so she can talk on the phone.
Yeah. The fans are chanting crack whore at her. That was the exact moment when Don reminds us we can pay for this every week if we want to. So, they go back and forth. David Young tries a top rope piranha. AJ blocks it. Hits an avalanche Styles Clash for the win. It was, by light years, the best thing on the show.
Dude, he goes up for that Styles Clash. Actually, first it was Young going for the Hurricane Run, and then AJ turns into a Styles Clash. And if you listen, Mike Tenay goes crazy, and he screams, "Middle rope Styles Clash, tarantula dropped into a pedigree."
Didn't catch that.
I was like, only Mike Tenay would break down the Styles Clash into describing it as a tarantula dropped into a pedigree. That was incredible.
All right. And then afterwards, Bobcat is celebrating, so AJ Styles, the hero, grabs her and violently throws her to the mat. Charming show. Charming. Goldilocks is backstage interviewing the Rainbow Express. They insult her hair.
You know what, by the way? I don't want to hear one motherfucker in the comments explain that this was acceptable 21 years ago, because I watched this live, and all this shit they did with the women was appalling. It was just as appalling back then as it is today. So don't do this shit like when they go, well, we didn't know about concussions. You know, even though Bret Hart retired due to multiple concussions and everyone on the fucking planet knew about it, and people were writing about dementia pugilistica in the fucking 1908s or whatever. I mean, fuck. This was shit. It was shit then and it's shit now.
Goldilocks interviews the Rainbow Express. They insult her hair. Gertner does his poem. I didn't write it down. Something about sex toys. And says the Rainbow Express will be named winners by default because Chris Harris and James Storm cannot continue. And then he grabs Goldilocks and forcibly kisses her.
Yes.
And walks away.
Which the Rainbow Express say, gross, on the way out.
Yeah, because they're gay, you see.
Yes,
yeah.
I got it. Also, the book that Gertner was reading, Sexist by Henry Miller, he was just reading because it had sex in the title. It was a 3-part autobiography that had nothing to do with sex.
Huh. Okay. So it's announced as Rainbow Express versus Chris Harris and James Storm in the finals of the tag team tournament. And I start to go off about what a shit tournament this is. And it gets worse because suddenly Harris and Storm can't go, and so Jerry Lynn and AJ Styles just get a bye into the finals. Now, it probably made for a better match. God bless Harris and Storm.
Well,
you missed my favorite part, by the way.
Yeah.
It's when someone says, they must have opponents for this match. And Gertner very loudly says, what?
Gertner's funny.
My issue with this match goes actually all the way back to AJ and David Young. Because AJ, I didn't time these matches. I got to time them from now on. Right. AJ and David Young went, I don't know.
I got it here.
What do you got?
I got 8:47.
That's it?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Well, on a
felt like 16.
It was like 3 minutes longer than anything else in the show.
All right,
point.
well,
yeah.
8:47. I would estimate 7 full minutes of that was getting heat on AJ.
Probably, yes.
Then we had AJ and Jerry versus Rainbow Express, and AJ, he just came off the match with David Young, so they gave him time to rest. And so Jerry Lynn started, and then they got the heat on him. How long did this one go?
This was longer. I got this at 12:23.
All right, so about easily 10 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I wrote 11 minutes of death, 90 seconds of fun.
Yeah, at least 10 minutes and 30 seconds was just incessant heat on Jerry Lynn. Yeah. And then, I'm going to get to the main event in a second. But the main event was, how long was the main event?
Main event, I got 11:44.
All right, so 11 full minutes was heat on Scott Hall. And, bro, by the time I got to the main event, I was like, there's been more fucking heat on this show than in like 3 months of WWE programming, which is saying something. They just beat him. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't handle this much heat. Like, give me something else, dude. I got it. The babyface is in peril. I've seen it for 3 straight fucking matches. I've watched, 30 minutes if you add it all up. 30 minutes of fucking heat in an hour.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
It was very dull. The announcers in this match are bored silly, making jokes about waking each other up for all of this. As you notice, the heat on Jerry Lynn. There's a point where they try to sunset flip him. He sits down to cover them, but that means his crotch is in their face, and then sells it like his dick is getting bit. This actually happened.
And the thing too was like, even I love Jerry Lynn and the Rainbow Express that can have good matches, but this was not great.
No,
because
it was very boring.
Well, I mean, they wanted to keep AJ out, so every now and then Jerry Lynn would just start doing a comeback, but not tag.
Yeah,
and then get cut off again. I'm like, why don't you fucking tag, dude? And then there were other spots where it's like, neither guy knew what the next spot was going to be, and they're yelling at each other as they're running the ropes and trying to. I was like, man, oh man. And finally, AJ tagged in, Spiral Tap, won the titles. I mean, I don't want to say too much bad about this match because the match really wasn't bad, but I was fucking hitting my wall at this point in the show.
The last 90 seconds, AJ got his hot tag, and the last 90 seconds were very fun. You can add Lenny Lane, by the way, to the list of wrestlers who do the skull-crushing finale better than The Miz. And,
that would be all of them.
Well, pretty much, yeah. And yes, AJ pins Lenny with a Spiral Tap. So AJ now is the X Division champion and also one half of the tag team champions with Jerry Lynn. And the end was fun.
Okay, now let me take over for a second, because this was where I lost my fucking mind with this show. So the match ends, and there's 15 minutes left. And I'm thinking, what? Honestly, it's an hour and 45 minutes in. We don't need to go 2 hours. Is it going to be 15 minutes of recaps? Like, what the fuck is left on this show? And then they cut backstage, and Jim Miller, NWA president, is tied up, and his shirt is like around his neck, and his abdomen, his large abdomen, is exposed, and someone has spray painted "F you" on his gut. I'm like, what am I watching?
Why? What? Why?
The fuck is going on? And then they go to the ring, and fucking Jeff Jarrett and K Crush and Scott Hall and Brian Christophers are coming out of the ring. And my first thought is like, what do we need this match on this show for? Then my second thought is, you're telling me that this is a bigger match than your World Championship defense or the finals of your World Tag Team Tournament? This is the main event. So the match starts, and they get heat on Scott Hall for fucking ever. They're beating on him and beating on him, beating on him. There's no commercial breaks to fast forward through. I've been watching 2 straight, frenetic, nonstop, never-ending hours of shit. And they're just beating on him and fucking beating on him. And like smoke is coming out of my ears. I got more fireworks in my fucking head than outside right now. And finally, he hits a big double clothesline, and he starts crawling over to Brian Christopher. And I swear to God, this is what happened. He gets close, and Christopher's got his hand out, and Christopher pulls his hand away. And then he puts it back. because he pulled it away too fast. And then Hall goes to make the hot hand, and he pulls it away. And he refuses to tag. He turns on him. And he punches him. And I just screamed, fuck you. Fuck off. I waited all that fucking time. This is the wrong kind of heat when he fucking pulled his hand away. So then Hall now making a one-man comeback, and he's fucking blown up. He's fucking exhausted. And then he hits Crush with the edge barely. And then he goes to grab Jarrett. And you could just see his face. He's like, he's fucking
gone.
exhausted.
He is gone.
He's like, God damn it. And like Jarrett knows he's tired. So Jarrett jumps, but he doesn't lift. And then he goes to lift, and Jarrett doesn't jump. And I'm like, fuck you two. Just get it on the same page and get this shit over with. And he finally gets him up. And then, of course, Jarrett drops behind, gives him the stroke. Christopher hits the top rope leg drop. And Jarrett pins Hall. And I swear to fucking God, the only thing about this that was better than if this had been in WCW is if this would have been WCW, Brian Christopher would have somehow pinned his own partner. At least Jarrett pinned the guy. So I'm fucking steaming. I'm like, God damn this fucking show. God, that fucking sucked. So then, there's still more time. So they start bringing a fucking stretcher down. And they're bringing stretcher down. And Jarrett is in the ring, and he's just fucking ranting and raving. I'll fight everybody in the locker room. I'm like, you're a heel? Or are you a babyface? What are you? You're challenging everyone in the locker room as the top heel. You'll fight anybody right now, the whole locker room. And he's ranting, and he goes, I beat you in 95, I beat you in 97, I ran your ass out of WCW, the boys ran you out of WWF, I'm going to run you out of NWA TNA. I thought, all right, great, go off the fucking air already. No. Oh, we got to get a stretcher. They bring a fucking stretcher down to the ring. Now Jarrett's still ranting. I'll fight everybody. Bring them out here. Scott Hall, I'll run you out of NWA. It's the last thing I ever do. I'm like, you're going to run me out of NWA. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit this fucking job. Then Jarrett gives him a fucking elbow off the apron onto the stretcher. Hall falls on the ground. All the geeks come over. I got screwed, Jarrett said in the first NWA TNA show. It'll never happen again. I'm like, fuck off. Get off my television. Jarrett then goes and tips over the stretcher. I'm like, is this show over yet? It's got to be over now. Mike Tenay goes, thanks for listening, everybody. Here's what's happening next week. And then Jarrett interrupts him. He attacks Hall again. And he starts beating him. And I'm like, end the show. I'll pay you another $9.99 if you just stop the show right now. Fuck you. And finally it's off the air. God.
So
I was done.
I'm watching this.
Done.
I watched this on Impact's YouTube channel. I had the same thoughts you did. End the show, I wrote repeatedly.
God.
It finally ends, and in the most fitting bit of advertising ever, I get a commercial for a product that promises to cure both diarrhea and constipation.
God. Guys, you're listening to this and you think I'm over-exaggerating.
No.
Listen, I don't want to tell you to fuck off, but what I'm going to tell you to do is this. Fucking go find... I think it's even free. You don't have to spend any money.
Yes.
Go find episode 3 of NWA TNA, sit the fuck down, and just watch it from start to finish. Do it. And then come back and tell me that I'm exaggerating. You will feel exactly like I did by the end of this show. It just went on for an eternity. It never ended. God.
I had a colonoscopy on Friday, and I would rather go through that again, the whole process again, than watch this garbage. Last week, you talked about how bad these refs were. This poor guy watched Hall get turned on, get beat up by his own partner, and then still counted the pin.
Well, technically, none of that's a DQ. There's nothing in the rules that says you can't punch your own partner. Anyway, it's the end of the show, everyone. For the record,
bro, how many more did you say there were, Sean?
108.
108?
There's 111 total, I think.
No.
So here's what is advertised for next week, y'all. Shamrock versus Omori.
From the Orient?
From the Orient. A rankings match with 6 top X Division wrestlers. And oh yes, the return of the Flying Elvises.
Good. They can at least work.
Yeah.
God. We're only 3 down out of 110.
Yeah. All right. So I guess let's just do the.
I gotta go.
Let's do the
Oh,
data,
yeah.
data and wrap it up. This
Oh,
won't take
yeah.
long.
Not giving it up. This is my home. Once it's my own, so I'll take it now. I'm an animal, and yeah, I'm on one. Coming through tonight to bang the war drum. Gotta make it count this time. Sick of running through life over landmines. No fear, no one can bring me down. No way, no how I figured it out. Been pushed around, but I won't stop now. Not giving it up. This is my zone. Once it's my own, so I'll take it now. Not giving it up. I'll name my bones. I break my fall if I hit the ground. Fill my lungs with air, 'cause my heart don't care. Yeah, I'm still breathing now. Not giving it up. This is my home. Once it's my own. Not giving it up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Nick Suzuki. We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE, about to take part in one of the most anticipated matches ever.
One of the most anticipated matches we've had in quite some time. And this woman is the reason why.
Lay back, sit still, relax, just chill. If you wanna see another season,
From out of
watch it
this
till and don't give me a reason.
number one, everyone in this match is competing at such a high level. I predict one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a very long time.
Ain't got no time for haters and copycats. Yeah, I'm not stressed. I do my best. I got my life, I always live with.
And here's a superstar who's been touted to display all the attributes needed to be at the top of the women's division.
I agree with that, Michael. And no matter what success she's had, I believe there's even more untapped potential in her.
And some superstars could allow praise to go to their head, but not her. She keeps focused on the task at hand.
But don't underestimate her opposition. A superstar with great athletic prowess and an in-ring IQ that will prepare her for any situation.
Beautiful athleticism. Kirana catches the kick. Windmill kick.
Nasty hit on the face.
To extend any resistance here. Yeah, you have to think her confidence is dropping now.
Huge toss.
Saw that one coming, took advantage. And responds with a counter of their own. She manages to get control. Precise. And again. What now? Stomp to the guts. Oh, and insult to injury. Got it scouted. She's trying to fight back in this one. as it could get without it all being over for her. Was not able to seal the deal with her best move. Now she's asking, what more can I do? Let's go, man. And she thwarts the pin attempt and won.
Where is she finding the strength?
This is unreal.
And she's using this moment to summon all of her strength.
And now there's an opening. Banging back with their own counter. Counter after counter. Watching the pump handle. Oh my goodness. Hoping to end it here. She kicks out with force. The muscle memory got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3. Just rake in the face. Oh, raking the face. And down with the suplex. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. A lot of tension being used. This will win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process. And for some reason, she lets go of a hold. Could have just been a tease of the potential agony that's yet to come. Good night. Ooh, look at her answering back.
Targeting the stomach. Nasty right hand. This is insecurity. fans their money's worth and more.
Here is your winner, Mick Suzuki.
Here's your winner after a truly intense match. Every single victory in this business means something, and you can tell just by looking at her reaction that she absolutely understands that in this moment.
This woman is ready to fight. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from out of this world, Malenko.
You can hear loud and clear just how the WWE Universe feels about this individual. Oh yeah, they don't care for this superstar superiority and the way they lord it over everyone. Look, facts are facts. Some people are just better, Saxton. It's like you and me in commentary. One of the top names in the entire women's division, and she plans on showing exactly why here tonight.
From Spain, Nate Matuda.
The WWE Universe has been counting the days, hours, and minutes for this match to start, and the countdown is almost over. A woman meant for the highlight reel. She plans on even more excitement tonight. One thing comes to mind in an Iron Man match, guys. It's obviously a battle of physical strength and stamina, but I think mental toughness is every bit as important. Definitely a battle of wills here, Byron. No question. It's mind over matter. If you don't mind the pain and exhaustion, it doesn't matter. I can't believe you just said brutal stomp to the body and just getting started. Look at this brutality. This is how you torture your opponent. Oh my God, this is hard to watch. Inflicting pain at kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here relentlessly. Dropping the knee. Roll the credits. This one's done. Kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here. Relentlessly.
Inflicting pain at will.
One more time. Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for a submission.
She's got the submission cinched in tight. She could be up or fall in a matter of moments.
Is he going to tap?
Nice escape.
Knee right to the jaw.
Good night. She steers clear of that one. Running knee lift. This is going to be stiff. Vicious backdrop suplex.
Really targeting the back. Kicks to the lower back. Clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here. Relentlessly.
Inflicting pain at will. No, but brutal stop to the body. And just getting started. Look at this brutality.
This is how you torture your opponent.
Oh my God, this is hard to watch.
Angel.
She's finished.
Kicks to the lower back. Clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here. Relentlessly.
Inflicting pain at will.
Amazingly executed once more.
Way up high. Oh, atomic drop. These trigger attacks are keeping her off her game.
She just has to find a spark somehow.
She's tipping the scales here a bit.
Standing Spanish fly.
Are you kidding me?
Incredible.
Saw that one coming. Took advantage. Placing them right where they want them, into the corner. Dismantling the arm in the corner. Gotta hurt. What a frog splash. Hold on, she could be looking for a submission move here. Oh, is she gonna tap? If she does, could be down a fall. Tap out, save your body. You can always fight back. And she releases the hold as she feels that enough damage has been done. Should have kept on wrenching. Why show mercy now? Ooh, she just turned it around. Brutal stop to the body. And just getting started. Look at this brutality.
This is how you torture your opponent.
Oh my God, this is hard to watch. Inflicting pain at will. I think that finally closes the book.
Oh my gosh.
Very European.
Kicks to the lower back. Clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here. Relentlessly.
A knee drop delivered. So precise.
Will that prove to be enough this time?
Rolling thunder. And she maintains this consistent offense.
Yeah, she just seems unstoppable at this point. You have to sense that fatigue is starting to become a factor at this point.
Make no illusions of it. This is coming down to a battle of attrition. That time.
And she's gone after her opponent's core a few times now.
Kick in the gut. How's that for a count? Oh, that backfire.
Kicks to the lower back. Clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here. Relentlessly. Oh, my.
inflicting pain at will. Going to the well again. Will it produce dividends? Very European. She returns the favor there. She was being tested, but now finally gets some offense of her own in. The pillars of this building must be crumbling from the energy these fans are putting out right now. Kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here, relentlessly. This one has to be over. Uh-oh, double underhook. This is going to be nasty. Kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here, relentlessly. Yet another big move, guys. You had the time to rest. This Iron Man match will continue no matter what happens here. But could pick up the ball. Can she hang on? Look at this. She releases the hold. That's a little surprising, no? Keeping it. Fire! What was coming there? Trying to chop her down with a low kick. Oh, it didn't go as planned there. Sequence of reversals there. Stiff kick. Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline. Some club kick. Trampling the opposition. I'm pretty sure that was a bite. Unbelievable. We need you to go. Are you kidding me? How is that allowed inside of WWE? Stuck to the body and just getting started. Look at this brutality. This is how you torture your opponent. Oh my God, this is hard to watch. Inflicting pain at will. That one has to end this. Oh my gosh. Very kicks to the lower back, clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here, relentlessly. How much more can they endure? Thunderous slam, and she's being held in check here. Yeah, she's getting met with a roadblock every time. Golly, that did you permanent damage. Oh, that hurt my spine. Picking the spot. Uh-oh, double underhook. This is going to be nasty. Oh, my. And the resiliency to win this one. Let's take one more look at what made this Iron Man match so entertaining.
Here is your winner, Malenko.
Just an unbelievable win here after everything that was thrown at them. The wherewithal displayed in this match cannot be undersold. They were pushed to the limit, and they still came out on top. Yeah, the competition threw everything but the kitchen sink at them here, but who knows, maybe the kitchen sink would have changed the outcome of this match.
They are ready for battle. impressive tag team win.
These two looking like a force to be reckoned with in the women's tag team division.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from the Rocky Mountains, Nick. No matter how high the deck is stacked, this one competitor will never give up. Well, as long as never giving up is the only strategy they bring with them into the ring, the odds are they will always be stacked against them.
Such a talented competitor. I think we're about to see one of her best matches yet. The WWE Universe more than ready to see this one start. This is going to be good. This is a match she has long been asking for. She is more than ready to compete tonight.
This match will be fought under the 2 out of 3 fall stipulation.
These matches are often seen as a test of endurance in a definitive way to determine who the better athlete truly is.
Tying up the legs. Oh, hyperextending the knee. She avoids the contact. Running Hurricane Rana. Fantastic.
So much damage inflicted.
Here we go. Beautiful swinging neck breaker. Ooh, that might have just broken something.
Swinging neck breaker.
Into the midsection. Looking for the straight jacket. Into the backstabber. And now she's getting routed.
Yeah, she has to start returning fire fast.
Ridiculous standing shooting star. Producing a trampling. What does it take to weather the storm of an Extreme Rules match?
It takes a lot of guts. The ruthless nature of an Extreme Rules match means only the toughest superstar can succeed. So you have to be ready to really put your courage to the test.
Saw that one coming. DDT! She heads out of the ring. Interesting strategy.
Oh no, what's she gonna do with that? This could be gruesome.
She had it scouted. Plenty of hits coming her way now. She saw that one
able to get out of the way. Oh, ouch.
Answering back. Just a tenacious assault from her.
Yes, he just continues to unload on her opponent. She gets herself out of a precarious position. And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
Oh, yeah, she is really showing her confidence.
With no countouts, there's nothing keeping her inside the ring.
Standing moonsault gets all of it.
Standing shooting star press, incredible. Climbs back inside. And this one might be headed ringside.
They've got that attack.
Oh, bicycle knee strike.
She was clearly waiting for that. A running hurricane rana.
Oh, the wrist captured it. That was nasty. And this might not have a pleasant ending. Oh! Oh! He's taking a beating here. Yeah, the physical price of the Extreme Rules stipulation is really starting to show now. And the pressure on her keeps escalating.
This is where her grit will be put to the test. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, ouch. Ooh. Nothing out of trouble.
To the outside.
This could get wild.
Oh, God, what an elbow. She returns the favor there. Ooh, kick boxing. Drop kick. Beautiful.
Golly, that could do permanent damage.
She re-enters the ring now. Taking this one back to the ring now. Ooh, slam!
With authority. Treating the torso to yet another attack.
Uh-oh, it's right. Package pile driver.
That move was planning meets execution. Working to neutralize that arm.
Now's the time to find that second win. Find that rush of adrenaline to push you forward. And that could be it. That might be the last punishment she can absorb.
Her body can only take so much before we see a full collapse.
A ridiculous standing shooting star. You can tell a fire's been lit inside of her.
Yeah, she is absolutely showing no remorse.
Taking it to the floor. What's she gonna do?
You saw it coming.
Crushing knee strike. Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with. Hooked up and DDT.
Stomping. Ouch.
Turning the tables there. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
She is not taking any half measures. Going straight for the ladder. She'll take things into the ring. And she's using this moment to summon all of her strength.
Time to flip it. Full switch.
She's calling for it.
Uh-oh, it's right. Package pile driver. It's all over but the crying. Hooked up.
DDT.
She wants to take this one outside the ring
Just breaking down the opponent. And it looks like she wants to take this match outside. She's produced a sledgehammer. She is aiming to cause serious bodily harm. Crafty way to get out of harm there. She's trying to create space. She jumps it and reverses it. Blasted by a forearm. She's going up. Top rope here. And the final frog splash. And she, wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. This is going to hurt the leg. This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot.
Oh, the pressure on the leg, but she's determined not to go out like this.
We've got to acknowledge these fans, a packed arena, and we're hearing every single voice.
It is loud and it is mad in here. Into the backstabber.
Firing the triangles in, it's in.
Oh, this is terrible. This is bad.
This won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment on an opponent.
It's a roundabout.
And she lets her free.
But the damage was certainly done, Michael. Oh, man. She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
Oh, look at this. Oh, pump handle. Oh, the gut buster. She's staying elusive. Into the body and a shining wizard. Looking to take flight here. We're in the fight.
That could be all. Let's see.
Oh, the sledgehammer connects. That'll scramble your insides. Oh my God! And listen to this place. Saw it coming. Gets inside the ring. Oh yeah,
She's saying, let's go. Bring it.
jumping elbow drop. And that one's scouted. This is gonna hurt. Doomsday Saito. Oh, the sledgehammer connects. That'll scramble your insides.
Oh, man. Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back from this many.
All the way to the top. What on earth?
She's got the whole WWE Universe rallying behind her.
Really just laying it in. And she's being held in check here.
She just has to find a spark somehow. Ooh, sharp kick.
Jumping elbow drop. Ooh, look at her answering back. Missed timing with that springboard.
Ooh, DDT.
Uh-oh is right.
And the official calls it. Clearly, they cannot fight any longer.
Here is your winner, Nick. Hey!
The big win here after an extremely competitive match.
This sort of win shakes up the women's division.
a pardon. 君はなぜ戦い続けるのか命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマン夜のしじまのハイウェイキラリと光る光の目苦しみ背負い愛をも捨てて悪を探し空かける Change to the pardon 君はなぜ戦い続けるのか命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマン街角にキラリと光る光の目悲しみこらえとも捨てて悪を探り空かける Change the pardon 君はなぜ戦い続けるのか命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマンス
風が教えてくれた季節は巡るから心配はいらないとあの時横切った月が照らしてくれたいつも同じな